Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life, and in this video we're going to be answering the question, why does my ex want to hurt me? This can be a confusing situation for a lot of people, especially after a breakup. You're going through the pain of a breakup already, and sure, maybe the relationship didn't work out for one reason or other, but why does your ex want to, rub salt in the wound and make you hurt even more? There's a couple reasons to understand this, and we're going to be covering those in this video, obviously. And really the first reason that they might want to hurt you is because they themselves feel hurt. There's this old saying that hurt people hurt people. If you just read it, it looks a little bit weird, but if you understand that people who are hurt have the tendency to want to hurt people because they are hurt themselves. Again, your ex may feel hurt because of something that happened before, during, or after the breakup, some comment that was said, something that was done, something that wasn't done, whatever. And so they might still be harboring this pain and they want to lash out at you, believing that you are somehow responsible for hurting them. And maybe you are, I don't know. Maybe they're just inventing it in their own mind, but this definitely could be happening. Another reason why your ex might want to hurt you is because many times after a breakup, there's this level of competition that happens between two partners. After a breakup, for whatever reason, we just somehow have decided that we have to instantly get into this sort of competitive position with our exes, with our partners, to see who can seem like they've moved on first, who can seem like they got into a relationship first, who can seem like they're better off first, who can seem like they're happier, all of these other sorts of things. And this causes people to post things maybe online, or to make comments, or to do things that make it seem like, I never cared about you in the first place. Look at how fast I've moved on. Look at how fast I've gotten into this, rebound relationship, or whatever the case might be. And this whole competitive streak, it's not healthy, sure, but it is something that a lot of people do, okay? And one of the main reasons is because we don't really have clear ways that we're supposed to fit into each other's lives with our exes after a breakup. Sure, we have movies and TV shows and all that, but usually breakups in those sorts of situations are really dramatic, and it's like, yeah, I hate your guts because you cheated on me, or something like that. We might have this inclination that we're supposed to hate our ex, but what if the breakup wasn't that bad? What if your ex didn't do something that warrants them hating you, or vice versa? Sometimes that causes people to think like, oh, well, I'm supposed to hate you, therefore I'm going to do these sorts of things. Therefore I'm going to, somehow twist or delete or warp the truth so that I can feel comfortable hating you. We've talked about this before. And this leads us into the third reason why your ex might want to hurt you. We'll go ahead and get into that in a moment. But first of all, if you do like these videos, please make sure that you are hitting that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. If you also like the topics that I'm making of videos, please go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know what other sorts of videos you'd like to see me make. If there's enough interest in it, and if we do some research and it seems like, this is something that might be relevant to lots of people, we might just put it in the queue, and we might just make a video on that topic. So go ahead and suggest something. You never know. But the third reason that your ex might try to hurt you is because of this sort of split in their mind about who you are. Now, again, we've talked about this before, that for the most part, people don't want to think of themselves as the kind of person that goes out of the way to hurt other people, that causes them to cry, that causes them to, lose their dream of being in a relationship. I don't know. Maybe when the two of you had the breakup talk, there were tears, there were lots of pain, all that sort of stuff. And so your ex may feel guilt. We've talked about this before too. Your ex may feel guilty about hurting you. And so they don't want to think of themselves as a bad person that hurts you, that causes you to cry, that causes you to feel like your dream of being in a relationship is taken away from you, or whatever. What they may do is they might start to twist, delete, distort what happened in your relationship in order to create this version of you, this image of you as a bad guy. They may not have had to twist and delete and distort too much to get this version of you in their mind, or maybe they did. But either way, they have this negative version of you in their mind. They tell themselves that, like, yeah, you're this liar. Yeah, you're this person that couldn't be trusted. Yeah, you're this person that is like a total dirtbag or something. And that they can tell themselves that in order to justify why they had to do what they had to do in order to break up with you. Because obviously they're going to sleep better at night. They're going to feel better about their choices moving forward if they can believe that you're someone worth breaking up with. If they really start to buy into this view of you, of this bad person, yeah, it might make sense that they might try to hurt you and they might try to make sure that you feel bad and all of that stuff if they really start to believe that. Now, of course, this is where you get to step in and show up not as this person that's worth breaking up with, but as actually, someone that is worth being in a great relationship with. Now, when you do this, you're going to cause them to pull back and question which one is the true version of you, which one is just maybe a misunderstanding or you on your best behavior. So there could be a lot of trust and a lot of confusion that comes up. We've talked about this before in our video series on the 5 stages of getting back together. This is where the hot and cold behavior comes from. This is where all that sort of stuff comes from. Once again, you can find a video playlist for that up there in the corner. That is a whole topic for another video in terms of what to do if your ex does see you in this negative light. This video here is primarily just to answer the question of like why they might actually want to hurt you. If you do still love your ex and if you do still want to make things work with them, of course you can find ways to patch things up, to clarify this, but it is going to cause you to, or it is going to require that you shift the focus from this negative version of yourself to the positive version of yourself. And in that journey of making that transition in their perception, that's where you're going to get a lot of this mixed message, hot, cold behavior, positive pullbacks, active discouragement, despite the fact that you're connecting better and all of that stuff. And if that is something that you want to learn more about, we do talk about this extensively in our course called the X Solution Program. Once again, you can check that out over at modernlove.life/ESP, or you can just go ahead and visit the link down in the description box. But once again, this is Clay. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like this video, please make sure that you did hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below letting me know what sort of videos you'd like to see me make in the future. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you next time.